Hello, hello, our viewers.
What's going on, y'all? We in the building. How y'all doing?
And we welcome all that's tuning in. We really appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a little Marvin Gaye, and we're about to go live. And this is our new podcast show that's under the Upper Room umbrella. And this is our
Black.
Yes, our way. Now, a little about our show before we get in. Reason why we said Black, because this is Black, Love, and Marriage Our Way.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we're going to get into our
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Let's do it.
And what we want to touch on a little bit of, we all know about the slap. I know a lot of people getting tired of hearing about it. I'm getting tired of hearing about it. But I kind of understand from Will Smith point of view. I also understand from Chris Rock point of view. These two individuals was friends for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it took a joke, which happened, I think, it began in 2014 or 2016, a joke that Chris Rock presented to Jada Pinkett Smith. And this time, Will Smith didn't take it too kindly. And my question is, how far should we go when someone uses words that's disrespectful to our significant other? We all have been taught that sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. So, and we are the Browns, and these are the Washingtons. And if you would like to go ahead and introduce yourself before we get to that topic.
I am Dominique Brown, that is.
I'm Herb Washington.
And I'm J-Dub, Jessica Washington.
And you are.
And I'm Otis Brown, and we are family.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
We are family. But I'm gonna pose the question to the women first. How far is words being disrespectful that you feel that your husband should intervene? And two-part question: as wives, when do you come in and say, "No, don't worry about it," before your husband gets in trouble?
She's looking to talk, baby. So go ahead, D. So go ahead.
That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
As a woman, and I know the platform that my husband holds.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna also protect him as he protected me.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love you,
Because we all know, as Black people, it only takes
the trigger.
It only takes one. Yeah. So I understand the whole you protecting your wife, but I'm also protect you. And we can handle that backstage.
Yeah.
Because all they want to see is just one.
Come on.
That's it.
I'm gonna have to chime in, D, because here's the thing for me. I tell my husband, he a hothead sometimes. It don't take much for him to think that someone is disrespecting his wife, but at the same time, as I tell him, you have to be mindful. There's a time and a place for everything. It ain't time to be all rah-rah and all that, because they watching. They ready for. They see us as Black men. Number one, they already scared of us for no reason, but they see us as Black men. Oh, they gonna cut up. They gonna cut up anyway.
For sure.
So they wait for that moment for you to cut up. But at the end of the day, you don't even have to do all that. All you had, if he would have just grabbed Jada's leg and was like, you know I got you. Oh, and it would have been like to Chris Rock, like, I see you. I'm gonna handle you. You know how I need to handle you. But coming up stage and slapping the crap out of this man, it was a bit much. I'm gonna just kind of keep it that way.
Right. I mean, I saw both viewpoints, but I always look at it like this. I always told Jess all the time, I feel like you a woman enough, you can handle yourself. But I'm always be watching. If anybody gonna say something, if they say something out of bounds, I'm okay. Because I figure that, she can talk well enough to defend herself, but I'm gonna be listening and watching. One thing I always told Jess was, he can say, don't get too disrespectful and don't touch. And we don't have no problem.
But I think what happened was, if anybody look at the video when Chris Rock made the statement, he said it jokingly or whatever, and people gonna proceed to take it the way they want to take it. But if you look at the video, Will Smith, he was laughing too. I think when the cameras turned, something was said.
There you go.
Because you can see the facial expression of Jada, like, here we go again, or I can't believe he said this. And then when the camera got back on him walking up, I guarantee you, in between that time, something was said that he had to I got to man up now.
Yeah.
I got to, and it triggered something.
Yeah.
Well, we have one of our viewers. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna put this up there where y'all can see it. And if somebody would like to read it, Miss Nicole Crossland, you want to read that?
Yes. Nicole said there should be a time when a man should feel comfortable throwing jabs.
No, you read that wrong. It should never.
We had something in the and it was right over there.
Hey, we are not a podcast.
It was right over there.
Sorry, Nicole, I'll fix that.
Yeah.
There should never be a time when a man should feel comfortable throwing jabs at anyone's significant other.
Now, ladies, how do y'all feel about that? Because I disagree. So
I see, that's what I was going to. I feel like he's a comedian. So things that we just can't take everything to heart when we're like, if I go to a comedy show, if I sit at the front row, sometimes that's why I'm kind of get in the middle. You know, I'm gonna be in the middle, I'm gonna blend in, you know, because I can be like, please don't say nothing, please don't say. But if it is, I mean, it is what it is. So I don't 100% agree with that, but I think, as you know, with the history of the disease that she has, I think that's why she kind of took it the way she took it. But I mean, he's a comedian, so I can't take everything to heart. But I guess they were looking at it like, okay, it's the disease. She lost her hair for it. You know, she really took that to heart. You know, so I think that was just like a little touchy subject. But I mean, you can't really take everything comedians serious from my viewpoint. So
I totally agree. I mean, we all know you be ready, okay? But you know, like she said, you have to. That's just
you kind of got to filter that kind of
you
stuff.
gotta.
I mean, it could be,
pick your battles.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Pick your battles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the setting and context.
Yeah.
And when you're saying something, you know, just like we sitting here right now, if I was to say something crazy about Dominique, for sure, all this ain't gonna just let me say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see, I kind of agree with Jess, because when you in that field and you're a comedian and they got a comedian hosting the show, you know something gonna come out and something gonna be said about somebody.
Exactly.
It just so happened it was about Jada again, and nothing against her alopecia with the hair loss and all of that. And some people may take this the wrong way, but it ain't like it's a killing disease. Like, she's not dying from it. You lost your hair.
Right.
Some people cut their hair. It ain't like she had cancer, and big shouts out to the cancer survivors.
Absolutely.
And the cancer survivors that we lost. I mean, cancer people that we have lost. But it wasn't like she got cancer and he was teasing her about cancer. But that's my thing. Now, the second thing I wanted to hit on, everybody know who Anthony, I hope everybody know who Anthony Anderson is. He was an upcoming comedian because he's famous now. And I think the sitcom show he was on was Blackish. Well, if you didn't know, him and his wife are now going through a divorce. They was going through it in 2014, and they reconciled. They got back together. Now, I may seem a little harsh, but when he got the lead role in Blackish, meaning he got more money, and him and his wife reconciled, and they came back together trying to work it out. Well, now Blackish is in their final season, or I think their season is over with.
That's how they signed that document.
They're done. So now she wants to divorce again, and they've been married for 22 years.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you all is, 22 years, why are we giving up now? You took 22 years of my life. I have to start over?
You're going to be sleeping on that couch, obviously in that room, but we're going to be together. We're going to work this thing out. It just is what it is. I feel like that everybody goes through these seasons, of course. You in love, you out of love, you in love, you out of love. I just don't feel like 22 years, if they're not doing, I'm not continuously cheating on you, or I'm not putting my hands on you. I feel like at that point, let's work it out. I ain't trying to be in these streets looking for nothing. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
22 years, I'm sorry. I'm gonna follow you out the door.
You work that every day.
You're gonna
like
you walk out the door like a parrot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You making me have to say where we going. Yeah. That's
But I listened to Omar Epps on the Breakfast Club, and one thing that he said that I loved and it makes sense. And he was like, once he got in his marriage, he knew that you was gonna have ups and downs. Anybody that's getting married, you know that you're gonna have ups and downs. He said, but he thinks in relationships, people in the beginning should take, especially when you get married, should take divorce off the table. Like, we're going to talk about it, we're not doing it. So I don't care what happened, if we got to go pray together or go to church or whatever the case, like you say, sleep on the couch or whatever the case may be. But until you have that conversation of saying, hey, we taking this off the table. I'm committed to you, and we've been together for 22 years. Now you're trying to get a divorce? Nah, that ain't happening.
No, I agree with that.
We roommates.
We married Roos.
Well, look, we're gonna take a quick break, and then when we be back, we're gonna let the ladies get into what our show about, what we're trying to hit on. We want you all as viewers to be able to follow us on all our social media platforms, whether it's on YouTube under the Upper Room. Please subscribe to the channel. That way you will get alerts every time we go live. We also have our own Facebook page, which is Black Love and Marriage Our Way. So please follow us on that. Subscribe to that. We are on Instagram under Blam. It's Blam, B-L-A-M. Hold on. Let's try that again. We're on Instagram, Blam. 22. We also on Twitter. So please follow us on all our social media platforms. We're also on Station Head. We also live on Station Head. We have our own podcast radio show where we do podcasts on that, as well as listen to music. We've been playing some nice music for the past 2 weeks. You can go back and listen to past podcasts on radio music because they got the dates on them. And you just pick the one you like. We got R&B, we got hip hop, we got rap, we got gospel, we got blues, we got everything. So with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. Please don't go nowhere, and we'll be back because this is our podcast show.
Blam!
Because we finna get into the weeds of it right now.
Hello, and we are back with our podcast show.
Blam!
Well, we are back. For those who just tuned in, as we said before we went on break, please follow us on all our social media platforms, whether it's on YouTube, the Upper Room, look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. We are under the Upper Room platform. Big shouts out to the Upper Room podcast and King Cleveland the Legend, as well as the Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Nina, that diva. Now, with that being said, we are live on Facebook. Those who are following us on Instagram, sorry we can't see your messages, but if you log on to YouTube or on Facebook and you post on one of those platforms, your message would pop up and we can read them from there. But we had to adjust the camera, and Miss Jess went up there and she read one of the followers' comments. If you want to go in where she said Miss Dimples.
Yeah, Crystal. Shout out to Crystal Smith.
It's allowed.
Yeah, so she basically said she does have hair loss as well with her lupus. If you guys didn't know, she dealt with that and she's still dealing with that. But she did say she would never want her husband to jeopardize his dignity as well as the bag. So I totally agree with that, man.
The bag.
Come on, the bag up. Let's roll the bag.
Well, we're about to dive in, and Miss Jess or Miss Dominique, which one of y'all want to give our viewers like what our show about, what we touching on before we get into the topic?
Okay, I'll go. So, of course, we're two married couples, black couples, but yes, no discrimination. Married in relationships, desire to be married. We welcome all that to our platform. But it's about going through our journey of marriage thus far. No, we're not 10, 12, 15, 20 years, but we desire to be there.
Yes.
So we're just going to talk about marriage our way. Our way is not their way. Their way is not our way. But hey, we all have the same goal to stay there.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Yes. So you ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm about to say.
So that pretty much sums it up. We'll have different topics. So if y'all want to drop in you can DM us.
Yeah.
You can if you want to DM us personally on our personal pages, on our Black Love and Marriage page, on what topics you want to touch on. Like I say, we welcome all relationships, in relationship, desire to be in one, divorce. It doesn't matter. We welcome everyone. So, hey, drop us your topics. We do already have topics lined up, but hey, just throw them in. We can mix them in our little mixing board, and we'll talk about it.
Miss Jess?
Yeah. So basically, going off of what Dominique said, we just here to just talk about different things because everybody's marriage is not the same. And you don't have to feel as if you have to do it the way your parents did it, or you don't want to do it the way your parents did it, or you see a couple on Instagram, literally, y'all, man, social media is a big facade. So people look happy. As soon as they take that picture down, baby, they arguing up a storm, saying, I hate you, I don't want you to be here, blah, blah, blah. She at the club doing this, he across town, as my pastor say, you cross town doing all this other type of stuff. Like, these are the things we want to talk about because just because people don't see you post on your social media every day, or they don't, may not see you, or, anything like that, that doesn't mean that you're not happy. So however that looks for you in your marriage, if one is better at the finances, that's okay. If you talk to another couple and they say, well, I don't know how you're doing it that way, because I would never take you. I'm glad you said you would never because you're not me. This is the way we do it, and this is the way this is going to happen. So, y'all, man, we are just so excited. We are so excited. You want to jump in? Because you said you don't want to.
No, I'm just saying talk about it.
Talk about it, baby.
Here's one man. So we got the brief.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you out
there. You itchy, so let's see what you
get. I'm just saying, I agree with what the lady was saying. We just try to bring marriage to the forefront. Because, we live in a time where it's not looked upon in the same light. But we're going to tell y'all about it. Blam! Yeah, but I think it's gonna be nice. I hope y'all continue to tune in and yeah, we ready to tell you how we do this our way.
And as the women stress, it's our opinion. This is just opinionated by our opinions. So we welcome you to post. Hopefully we'll have new couples to come on the show as guests. We'll hopefully have some couples that be together in long-term relationships to come on as guests, as well as our family members to come on as guests. We have a platform that we have for you all, and I know a lot of times on radios and on podcast shows, you'll be like, I wish they could answer my question and stuff like that, but look, you can come on here.
Yeah.
And the good thing about our show, like we said, we want people to see black young couples.
Yes.
We want people to see black young couples and understand the things that we go through. And we already know sometimes when we put information out there, we have to answer the question that comes to us. But we open to it because we don't have anything to hide. It ain't gonna be nothing personal. But if you ask us a question, what we're going through our ups and downs, you're definitely gonna hear from us. So
for sure,
we glad y'all tuning in, and we welcome y'all to our platform. and we ready to get into it. So now I have to say this because her probably ain't gonna say it, but we feed off of one another.
Let me hear what you got.
These topics that we have on the show, our wives tell us about them, but we really don't have no say so. They be like, this is what we're gonna talk about.
Oh yeah.
So
we just let them know, y'all.
Right.
They might want to talk 24/7, but behind a good man, there's a good woman.
Come on here.
Okay, come on. Let me say a good wife. Okay, I can't just say woman. I better say wife.
You don't come up with ideas and topics, but you know.
But we have to find a
Look at
thing to
that,
do about it.
yeah.
Oh, here they go. Trying to flex.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know,
We don't let you go. We always go.
hey, it's good that we got four individuals that like to talk, so we're gonna be just fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, just kind of started off. We already introduced ourselves. Herbert, Jessica. We've been married 5 going on 6 years. It'll be 6 years. This August 12th.
Yeah.
Woo! Y'all, we made it over that time. Every day is not easy, but I must say I love being married to my best friend, man. Like, it makes it more interesting and better. When he's having a bad day, I'm the first person that he calls and vice versa. When you have that in a spouse, you can really never go wrong. And it's been some times I've been very upset with him. Okay? I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He's my everything, and he never does this. No, he do some stuff, and God is my everything first. You know, then it's gonna come my husband. But so 5 going on 6 years. I knew him from Sam Houston State University. We reconnected back in 2012. I'm gonna talk about that story. Anyway, so yeah, he chased the girl for a while, and so that happened. And then, as the communication, talking and everything, we dated for a while, and then he did get on that knee, 11/7. 2015, and I was like, yes, I'll marry you, yes. So anyway, other than that, after that, that's our history. What you got? You want to add to that?
Yeah, I can add to that.
Uh-oh.
He said,
I knew he was gonna say, no, you good.
I'm with it though. I ain't gonna, because we're gonna have a show topic about that.
Yeah.
You know how we got to get met now. That's a good.
You just hit a little background.
Yeah, and like she was saying, again, this is my best friend. So, we dated, a long time, but we were friends. We were just homies. We just came to have a good time, go out, just chill. And I was like, hey, I think she might be my wife.
Yeah, because I didn't make it easy for him. I did not make it easy for him. You ain't finna get this, you ain't finna get this, you ain't finna get this, you ain't finna get this. You can talk to me, you can buy me a drink, I'll buy you a drink. We can do all that, but
She wasn't falling for the old okey doke.
Yeah, they would say no.
I said, well, she must be the one.
You don't like that. You don't like that.
The one that wasn't putting up with that. Well, who you think you is? I said, oh.
Yeah.
You're feisty, right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
What about y'all, Brown? What's up?
All right. We've been married 2 years, going on 3.
Okay.
Ooh, and I'm telling y'all, boy.
Here we go.
But I enjoy being married to him. Like she said, every day is not peaches and cream. And I know every day won't be peaches and cream, but I know the good will always outweigh the bad. So therefore, I always, look forward to that. I'm hell bent on. I'm not gonna let my marriage fail.
Facts.
So therefore, I'm gonna do anything and everything to make sure, number one, that he doesn't repeat anything. I can't, just say every little thing. But make sure, because he's been married before. So I try to make sure that he doesn't repeat anything that he's been through with his past marriage.
There you go. Let's talk about it.
I ain't never been married, but I observed some marriages. And I know I don't want to go through some of the stuff they went through. So I strive to be better and my marriage be better. So, you know, the last thing, everybody know we both crazy.
Yeah.
Still a little crazy than me. But
I can get there.
But, you know, I can get there. So, I mean, we made it work. That's what the show.
Now, come on, there we go. But no, I'm going to piggyback because you ain't got no words.
He took my resume, y'all. Got it on. Okay. It's okay, baby.
This woman chased me.
What the?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The resume led to me being hired. He was he was my upper person.
Okay.
But you know, like I said for another show, that ain't nothing business right now. But like I say, I mean we was friends and yeah, that all right. And like I say, I enjoy being married to him. He definitely brings out another. He pushes me to be better.
That's good.
And we always say, help me be a better person, so I can help you be a person, so we can be better together.
Yeah.
That's always
important, man.
and that's what we stand by.
Yeah.
So therefore, we gonna continue to help each other.
Yeah.
You got anything, Mr. Brown? You gonna say something?
Oh, he said I do. Y'all get married.
I do.
Hey, I love being married. This woman is my best friend, and we do almost everything together. I don't care if we posting videos, if we working out, or we TikToking, or whatever the case may be. We love traveling. We work out together, and she's made me a better person. Got me back in school to get 1 degree. Now I'm working on my second degree. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have stuck put in another school. And I always told her I wanted to go back and get my degree, but I kept pushing it off. And one day she told me, next week you start school. And with that being said, she was dropping me off at school and was waiting for me after school because she said, I know if I let you try to school, you're going to get there and then you're going to detour and go somewhere else.
So here's the thing. This was my promise. I'm not going to let you fail.
Yeah, she always say that.
Because that was a desire of yours.
There you go.
So therefore,
that's your desire, that's my desire.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if that's what you desire, I'm going to help you fulfill your desire.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm not going to let you fail.
It's a good wife, boy. Yeah. Don't mess that up.
And that's what I stand by, and that's what I'm going to continue to stand by. I'm not going to let you fail.
The good wife, boy.
Hey, you fall, we're gonna dust it back off. We're gonna try again.
Start over.
Yeah, I like that.
Man. So, that's good. Again, we come from 2 different backgrounds. Just like the Browns. Like I said, like Otis said, we family. Dominique is my cousin, which makes Otis our cousin. So we come from different backgrounds, especially with our husbands. We was just talking about this actually yesterday with Herbert and his homies. We were just saying like it was so different mixing our backgrounds together. Some things that my family do, Herbert family maybe doesn't do, or vice versa. But the blend of it is amazing to me. Like Dominique said, my husband has been married before as well. So the blending of family, the blending of children, the blending of just of our daily lives, basically. I really cherish that because that's not easy. Being a step parent is not easy, but I don't look at the girls as my stepchildren. Everybody know, if they know me, I'll say the girls or my kids or something like that, because when I married this man, he came with a package, and I can't be like, I want you, but I don't want them, you know. No, I can't do that. So when I grew a relationship with Herbert, I did kind of say, well, let's wait on meeting the girls for a while. Let's make sure we're doing this. Yeah. Once we know we're doing this, then we can incorporate them into our lives. And man, the rest is history. I love them girls. They love me. I love my husband. He loves me. We're a blended family. I love his mother. I love his father. I love his siblings. And all my nieces, all my nephews, because you don't want girls, right? Yeah. Oh Lord. The only one with girls, y'all, he didn't want to give me a girl. But I love my sonny. Okay, I love my sonny. But so man, listen, y'all. When y'all do y'all marriage thing, do it y'all way. Yeah. It don't matter what other people have done. It doesn't matter what the other couple has done. It doesn't matter that maybe if you're a wife, it doesn't matter if your husband makes less money than you do. It don't matter. Don't let, especially no single woman, tell you, girl, I wouldn't do it.
What you said? What kind of one?
Single. Come
One
on.
more time.
Single. And they ready to mingle, but you're not because you married. So you don't listen to all that outside noise. You don't take advice from that because to me that's not sound counsel. I mean, you just don't. I'm not. If I need somebody, I do have a group of friends and they are not married. But if I need to vent, I just tell them just listen. You can't give me any advice on my marriage. So if I just need to vent for whatever reason, just be a listening ear. Don't give me no advice because you can't. But I try not to do that because I do have a good group of married friends as well. But that's another story because you just have to watch who you talk to as well because you gotta watch who you talk to, But yeah, man, this podcast, I'm just so excited about it. We're so excited about it. It's just a lot of stuff that we can get into. The topics, man, are going to be amazing. Listen to me when I tell you this. The topics will be amazing. And since we do come from a lot of different backgrounds, we're gonna debate each other. It's gonna be some things that we may not agree with. I don't agree with her, but sometimes. I mean, it is what it is.
She said it is what it is.
But this is my husband, and we're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna get on one accord. And when we step out of the house, we gonna be, and then, when we get in the car, be like, you know what, I didn't like what you did. Or he's gonna tell me, I don't appreciate, what you said or something, but we never gonna do that in front of people because you never, put your business out there or, make their spouse look any type of way in front of other people. Again, another topic. But
praise in public.
Yeah, praise in public.
There you go.
My boo. Listen
Praise
to
in
you.
public.
Do you praise me in public?
All the time. And then when you get on, you get some little stories.
Oh, here we go.
But that's what you do in private.
Stop in, bro.
But that's what you do in private.
No, you're right.
Before I let this Brown go, we have viewers that's tuning in on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Big shout out to Nicole Crossland as well as Valencia Burton, who's watching us on YouTube. And Nicole is watching us on Facebook. We really appreciate it. And to our viewers that's watching us on Instagram, we appreciate you all too. But if you want us to be able to read off some of your posts, please come to YouTube or on our Facebook page and we can read off some of the messages that you all are posting.
Absolutely.
What?
Oh, I thought you had something to say. You ain't want to?
Just,
oh, okay.
I mean, hey, we got some topics for you.
Yeah,
we got some topics for you. Reach. Hey, we welcome all, whatever question, let me rephrase that. Some questions y'all may ask, and the answer
may get twisted.
I get a little twisted.
Yeah.
We don't want no interpreting what we're saying, and then you put it how you want to put it.
Right.
Just depends on again our way.
Yes,
how we do.
Like I said, it's gonna be opinionated on things that we gonna shoot off, and it's just our opinion. And I'm glad Jess touched on that because when we having our debates, I mean, we may agree and disagree. But first and foremost, we are family, so don't think like, oh, they going at each other here.
Sure.
And we hang out, we do things together, we go out together, we eat together and stuff like that. We just did a photo shoot yesterday.
And the picture came out fire. Come on.
Y'all seen that picture?
So we
Program, y'all.
Yeah. So I know we ain't gonna bring up any of the topics. Can we tell us like some of the topics that we're gonna be talking about?
We can throw a couple at y'all. How to keep sex in your marriage?
Yeah.
Because like Jess said, we're gonna fall in and out of love.
Yes.
But again, what caught me when I got you?
Mm-hmm.
You got to do that 10 times more.
Yeah.
So therefore, what turned me on 10 years ago might not turn me on now.
Facts.
So therefore, you have to keep creating things to keep it safe.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did 3 years ago don't turn me on now.
I'm not saying that.
You got 7 more years to do the same thing. After that,
I'm just throwing some stuff out there because
How to keep marriage safe.
I mean, you're married, but you're still two individuals.
yes.
And you're gonna bump heads at times.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean we're gonna throw divorce out there.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Absolutely.
So I mean, hey, turn me on.
Yeah,
so forget this and let's make up.
And before I let Justin touch on another topic we're gonna touch on. Look what our cousin had put on here. He crazy. Can I get $100 my light bulb? What do you say? My light bill due.
And that'll be negatory.
I think mine do too.
So shoot.
Another topic. What was another one?
What date night is important. Next time.
Date night is important.
Keeping it sexy.
Very much so.
How do you resolve conflict?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now that's gonna be a good one.
The healthy way. The healthy way.
That's gonna be a good one.
The communication part.
I think we had a whole bunch of them.
We have a lot.
Had a whole
So we want to hear what y'all would like for us to talk about too. So please, like Ms. Brown said, email us, DM us on Instagram or Twitter, or send it to our email address, which is blam2022@gmail.com. That's BLAMOW. Y'all be getting it messed up.
It's okay, baby.
Also, we did have a topic too, because since we're both in this kind of situation, what are you gonna do different in your marriage now than you didn't do in your first marriage?
Oh, so that's gonna be on me and her.
There we go.
Hey,
Oh, we don't know what's going on.
There we go.
They just popped that logo right there. Hey, you might have a long phone conversation before that show.
I'm ready for that.
I'm trying to think of some more. Man, we get like a list of 20.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe
Though.
even more.
I know finances is one.
Yeah, finances.
Just pretty much how you handle your finances. Again,
I don't have no say so
we're gonna keep
on
on reiterating. Your way is not our way. Our way is not your way. So how we handle finances in our household might not be how they handle their finances.
That's it.
But again, I mean, most of the time it's the women, but you know. But it's no way to degrade our meat.
Yes.
We're just trying to keep things in order. Hey, you know.
I ain't gonna disagree on that because
That's just,
I get the texts all the time. Be sure you pay this, that, and know how much money I have to spend.
Budget and allowance. You remember that kind of
Yeah.
Because see, my husband is still working on his budget and allowance, and I'm like, listen, you got $50 these 2 weeks. Make it stretch. Okay.
I mean, we ain't going nowhere. Shoot.
That 2 weeks, we may have to be like,
can't get no sleep on this week.
But those are a lot of things that, a lot of marriages go through. We all have it in different ways.
Yeah.
That'd be a great discussion.
And that's what I love about having our shows, because now you get to hear from younger couples' perspective. Because if you have parents that's married, you've seen the marriage, but they don't too much talk to you about their marriage because the things they going through, and them your parents, and it's just supposed to. If they ask you to do this, you're supposed to do it. If you got chores, but now you get to hear from what we experience and what we go through in our households and our lives as married couples. Right.
Yeah, it's good to have. See, here's the thing with me when I talk, and I'm kind of getting on the topic a little bit. But here's the thing with me when I look at it. It's okay to have a couple or something that you may look up to, but you cannot model that word for word, play for play of the marriage. And you're gonna have to get on to me sometimes, because I guess I look at my parents, and my parents never argued in front of us. Our parents never, me personally as well, I think I can talk for my siblings, have never seen them argue, have never seen them fight, have never seen nothing. My daddy tells us he loves us all the time. My mama follow up with him, with me too, But my daddy is more of the person to where, I love y'all, man. He's more of the sentimental type, because he does have all girls. And before King came along, he had all granddaughters. So it's always been girls in his life. So he always wanted to love on us in a way to where no other man can do this and you feel this. You don't feel that, so you just, I'm longing for that love. Like, no, Dad did everything for us. He took us out to restaurants. He took us out of town. He put us on a plane when we were probably not even 10 yet. I mean, so these are the things that he showed us. So for me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the way we're doing it. Like, don't try to steer off of that. That's the way we're doing it. And he was like, I'm not your daddy. And you're not your mama. So we can't do it exactly the way they do things, but like he was saying, it's a good way to model that, but we aren't them.
Right.
So I wanted to kind of like chime in and tip on that, because it's okay to have a spiritual guided couple or someone like that you can look up to, or say, oh great, well they marriage, are good, but you can't. That's why it's good. Our topic is, our name is Our Way, because we have to do it our way, And
I love that because, like we said, we come from different backgrounds and different dynamics. I didn't grow up in a household where I seen my mom and my dad. It was always separated. And with my family, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of family members that was married to be able to model off of. So big shouts out to the Robinsons, but the Robinsons, that's who I love as a couple, and I look up to them. And like you say, I try to emulate them. Like that's how I want my marriage to be, because they've been together since the 8th grade and still together right now to this day. And that's the type of longevity I want to have with my wife, because I didn't have a family like a lot of married couples. So it's hit and miss. And not saying this negatively, but good thing my first 2 didn't work out, because now I can make it better with my last and final marriage.
There we go.
I got some bonus points right there.
But so I came back from a single family home. My mom did everything, grind, mom and dad. Not saying that my dad wasn't in my life, because he was, but it wasn't like, in the home. But, my auntie was married for 28 years. Everything was not always peaches and cream, but I took some things from that marriage, and I make his lunch every day. Every day you're gonna have lunch. You're gonna have this. I'm gonna spoil you, but I'm the clothes. I'm gonna pack your gym bag. That's what she did, and that was her routine. So that's what I picked up on.
My wife ain't lying. She do that.
So
that was a shock to me, boy.
That's just that's just. I just seen her spoiling her husband. And it was, it wasn't like no big thing, but she made it a routine. And that's what I do now. So it's just like little things that I'll like, observe from different marriages, and I take them. Okay, I like how you do that. I like how to do that. But not saying that everything is gonna work, because it's not. So hey, trial and error, it don't work. Okay. Well, let me tweak it a little bit. Let me make it my way.
For sure.
So hey, but my mom is married now. Been married for 12, going on 13 years. Again, everything is not always peaches and cream. And I love that I can see that. So you won't look at the Huxtables and be like, okay, well, everything has to be perfect, and because it's not.
For sure.
And it will not be.
There you go.
So not saying that they ever, if they ever argue in front of us, but when it's a disagreement in the house. But they don't make it, they're not gonna make it like that. But again, like I say, I'm thankful for the disagreement, so you know how to not so to say I know how to approach it. But okay, well, dang, it would like that. Man, I don't know if I can. So you'll come decipher how you'll do. So
I totally agree. I think you're just supposed to use people as an example. Right? You take those examples. And then, like you say, it's trial and error. Try different things. You can model different behaviors. Say, let me see if my wife would like that, or my husband would like this. And just to speak on that, like for me, then when Jess said we come from different backgrounds, I saw her family, her mom and dad. I'm like, dang, we were talking about this yesterday.
That's rare.
We saw.
Who are these people?
And like I saw my father-in-law. What's up, father-in-law? I saw my father-in-law, and I'm like, this man does no wrong, he has the way he runs his family. So I saw that, but at the same time, like for me, I grew up in the house. My mom, dad, brother, sister. I saw my parents. They were married 23 years, then got divorced. So I'm like, at this point, I'm confused. I'm like, what is marriage?
23 years. We ain't going nowhere.
What is marriage? But once and then like Otis, I was married before, young, should have never been married. I say that, but that's another topic. But I started to understand it, like y'all been saying. I'm like, well, when me and Jess got together, I'm like, okay, well, what can I do differently, or who can I learn from? Take something from this, take something from that. But all in all, we had to look at ourselves. Individually. That you want to change to make your marriage be what you want it to be. But man, that's it.
That's what's up. Big shouts out to my sister Stacy. She tuned in. Stacy Brown. She is a Brown. So big shout out.
On Valencia and Mark. They're on our family.
Hey, Valencia. Hey, Martin.
We still have Miss Nicole Crossland.
Nicole, we thank you for coming on.
That's my Nicole, y'all.
All right.
We're a little far from Instagram, but
Yeah, we can't see that. That's why
thank y'all for tuning in.
Go to the
I'm like, my glasses ain't working that good.
we apologize. We love y'all for following us, but if you want to post comments and you want us to read them, it have to be through Facebook or on YouTube. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's the closest that y'all can see.
And you can see this whole, and trust me, this whole panel, we all wear glasses. Dominique cheating. She got her contact.
Yeah, she cheats.
You
want to wear
What else we have?
Pretty much, I mean,
I feel like that's good for a starter. You know, literally, this was for us to come on, for y'all to get comfortable with us. Yeah, tell y'all who we are. Let y'all kind of know what the shows would be about. Like Otis said, like we often say, if y'all have topics, man, throw them in the comment section. We're gonna go back and look at Instagram because we wear glasses, but again, we can't see that far. So post it in there if y'all want to hear from us about different topics. I know we had just to kind of hit on a little bit, hope it didn't go away. Okay, so some of the stuff we had was the second marriages, how to incorporate blended families, how to keep marriage sexy, resolving conflict, marriage your way, how does that look like? What does that look like? Divorce is not an option. Keeping work-life balance good within our marriages.
So let me pause right there.
Go ahead.
Because that's very important.
Yes, it is.
The work-life balance, because I think and not even as married couples, as individuals.
Yeah.
And have responsibilities. I think we get so, I'm not gonna say comfortable, but we get so in the routine of going to work, coming home, paying bills, going to work, come on.
You said it right, routine.
It's a routine that's repeated daily. So, you know, you have to learn that balance because, like I said, you're, even without being married, you still, as an individual, take time for yourself. So we all need me time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know I do.
We all need that me time. It doesn't matter if it's an hour, 2 hours, you still need that time to just breathe.
Decompress, man.
You know, you still need that. So, you know, hey, I mean, my me time is, hey, I might go to the nail shop. I might go, you know, shopping, you know.
Oh, Lord, man.
Thank you.
Oh, that be talking shopping. Ain't no thing.
You know, hey, I don't mind going. Yeah, it's their business. Okay.
What about you finance?
That's why I do.
There you go.
This is why I do the
I you know.
So I know what we can squeeze and what we can't squeeze.
You
I
know,
may not can go to Macy's. I may have to just hit Roos.
Yeah.
You know, so we gonna, you know, kind of.
I might can't split that.
Yeah, come on.
I might can't get some shoes today.
Hold on, D. Don't give us away.
But I'm gonna get them next week.
Yeah.
So, you
Man.
know. Let me say this. Not every single time, but maybe every other time.
Yeah.
He gets something too.
Yeah.
It'd be like every other time.
Clear. Okay.
No, my wife do shopping.
Yeah,
my wife dressed me and everything. So
I'm
my
like,
friends told me I couldn't dress. So
hey, I'm like, you know, hey, I don't have no biological kids. But you know, I got my brother. I got, you know, Trey. So it's like, you know, hey, I don't have no kids to balance for.
Yeah.
So okay. I can give him a little shirt, you know, get him some shoes this week.
Another good one that was on our list was celebrating small wins.
Oh yes.
So that's gonna be a good topic.
Say, I'm all for the win. I'm celebrating everybody.
Small wins.
I don't care if you got a t-shirt up the seat. I'm celebrating it, okay?
Hey.
Facts.
And I'm
Good.
celebrating.
as y'all can see, you know, me and her don't know nothing about none of these.
I'm celebrating.
Y'all know it's shy man. That's how we need y'all.
Because he don't like to celebrate. But I'm gonna celebrate everything.
Yeah, he is a celebratory person. Okay.
I'm gonna celebrate it all.
So yeah, we got some good topics, man. Y'all just stay tuned in, man. Like I'm saying, if y'all want to hear something that y'all haven't heard us talk about, we got some more in here. But you know, week by week, we'll kind of update y'all, let y'all know what we're gonna kind of talk about, so y'all can kind of get in the headspace of it, and we just gonna kind of go from there, man. And y'all don't want to miss this. We got some good stuff, man, and we likable people. What y'all think? Y'all like us? If y'all like us already, just put yes in the comments. Come on.
Yeah.
Hit us with a yes. Hit us with a yes. If y'all like us, hit us with yes. If we just gonna keep this thing going, man, because we need to.
Hey.
Oh Lord, we got a visitor in the building already. So yeah, man, we just gonna have a good time. We gonna be real. We gonna talk about this stuff, and we not fake. We not fake people. So we not gonna sell y'all no tickets. We been through some stuff, right? And we not ashamed to say we've been through some stuff. And you know, week by week, we just gonna talk about it.
Like the hill and how long.
Birdie.
Well, we coming to the end of our show. We're gonna do something special after all of our shows. We're gonna recognize those that's going, who's being proposed to or getting ready to be married and stuff like that. Want to give first before I say that, I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to my son Trayvon Brown. He turned 26.
Happy birthday, young man.
Want to give a big shout out to my brother Robert Guillory and his new fiance. He proposed to her a couple of weeks ago, and that was a big special moment. Want to give a big shout out to my boy Patrice Alexander and Tisa.
We love the Black Marriage. We love Black Love. Kiara and Eric James, they are getting married also.
Let's go. Who else? You got somebody, right?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Byron Scott and Hayden. Just got
congratulations. That's Black Love. Miss Burton put Black Love heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
So, hey, we want to give a shout out to all Black married couples.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, we love it. We love the Black Love.
Keep fighting the good fight.
All Black Love.
Hey, and with that being said, we're gonna also have sponsorship packets because we need the support, and we'll have that at a later date. Want to give a big shout out to they had invite. I can't see it, but I think it's Texas Radio. They gave us a shout out. We got our first $10 what's called donation on our podcast radio station. So we really appreciate the follower for that. Want to give a big shout out to New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church. Also a big shout out to share. Want to give a big shout out to Ink to the T t-shirt.
To the T.
Y'all
company.
see the shirt?
Yeah.
Y'all come on.
Big shout out to the 6-figure single moms.
Let's go. All right.
Big shout out to National Scouting Service.
That's him.
Uncontested
Hoops. Let's go.
Busy Bee Cab Stand, FourTre Photography. That's my son's company.
Okay.
Element 7 Salon. Kudah, Roos, Crawfish. If you're into some good crawfish, she's out of LaPorte, Texas. You know the address?
It's all expensive by Dollar General. I don't know that.
Hey, off the chain. So please follow her on.
They keep talking about it all the time.
And post it too.
Yeah, take us. Okay.
And Team Body of Work.
And
also my friend's friend company, Footprint Inc.
Okay, Footprint. Let's go.
So y'all check them out. Y'all have anybody y'all want to throw in there?
I think we all on there. Oh, Head Start Group. Oh yeah. If you they would have been there. Oh, lastly, yes, if y'all are into sneakers, my sneakerheads, go check out Trade Block. Download the app, Trade Block. So it's a live app for all the sneakerheads.
I got my trade.
Yes, sir.
Trade Block.
I need to download.
I don't know why he said that, because here she goes.
All right, my brother needs to.
Hey, we got another person that's vouching for Kudah Roos. I'm trying to say it, Kudah Roos Crawfish. Hey, but yeah, because we had it yesterday. Shoot. But look, that is our show. Please follow us on all our social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, look for BlameOW22. We're also on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook under
Black Love and Marriage Our Way.
There you go.
Black Love and Marriage Our Way. Be sure to follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the upper room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. Thank you to all our viewers and our followers that tuned in today. Hey, we have a platform for you. If you want to put any questions or anything on our show, we will try to get to them. if they are reasonable. Please follow us on our Station Head app radio. Download Station Head and follow BLAM, BLAMOW. Y'all didn't do y'all.
Well, but see, you kept talking. I was gonna say,
hey, but with that being said, we really appreciate y'all tuning in. And this is our podcast show, and this is
BLAM.
And we are out.
Man, thank y'all Instagram for logging in on.